What's going on, YouTube? RDAP Dan here, Federal Prison Time Consulting. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day, an amazing week, and an amazing life in general. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about the opportunities that someone might have after federal prison. A lot of you that are getting ready to go to prison right now, I know you have a lot of fears, anxiety of what you're going to do after prison. You possibly may have lost your career. And yes, this is a video that we tried to do this morning and could not get an internet reception out on the water. So I apologize, but here we are. So stay tuned. We're going to chat about that in a few minutes. Give everybody a second to join us. While we're waiting, if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Also tap the bell up in the right hand corner screen of your computer or phone. Turn on your notifications to make sure that you receive messages from us, get updates when we go live, get updates when we post videos. Also, if you want to take this moment to text the word YouTube to 76626, that'll put you on our text messaging notification to make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming live streams. What's going on, Solus? Welcome, welcome. So we're going to be talking a little bit about opportunities and what you guys can expect. Like I said, I get the question all of the time. We've actually had some individuals hire us specifically to coach them on what they can do to prepare to find business opportunities, career advancements. They lost their job. Maybe they can no longer work in the area they were in, whether you were a doctor, an attorney, a pharmacist. Maybe you were in the telemarketing space, or maybe you were some sort of a stockbroker or mutual funds. A lot of you will not be able to go back to the industry you were in, and maybe that's the only industry you ever knew. So now your fear is, how am I going to be financially free? How am I going to take care of my family? How am I going to put just basic food on the table, shelter over my head? These are some serious concerns that many of you have. And if you know it or not, or whether you know it or not, these type of concerns can create some serious mental health issues because you really start to let this snowball and get way out of control. So I finally found some opportunities for you guys, one that I'm very excited to bring you guys. We're actually going to be interviewing somebody live Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, right here in the studio, right here in the office. We're going to have him live. He's going to talk all about his business opportunity. He's going to explain how he walked away from a $200,000 a year plus job and how within just a year and a half, he was able to replace that income with the financial freedom, being able to work for himself, start his own company. And he put this package, he's really built this awesome product where he's put it a business in a box to where anybody that has an entrepreneur mindset, that has the willingness to go out there, the hard work, the dedication it takes to start a business or run a business. If any of you have been in management before, this could be something that's for you. So we're going to be talking about that this Thursday, 2 p.m. live Eastern time. So I hope you guys look forward to that. Friday is a big day, surrender to Lompoc. Wow, so let's hop on a call before then. Maybe Thursday after the video, we'll hop on a call, Solus, and you kind of let me know what kind of concerns you got going on. But as you guys saw, one of our members in the room right now, he's self-surrendering to Lompoc. Are you going to the camp over at Lompoc? I also apologize, I'm getting over a cold, which probably means I shouldn't be drinking Starbucks. Gave in. It's the devil's juice right here. Starbucks and Amazon going to rule the world one cup at a time, right? So I'm very excited about this. This is a great opportunity for so many of you, and it's not an expensive process to get yourself into this. The way this guy has designed it and he's built it out, I've actually met with him a couple of times. He came highly recommended from somebody else. And I think many of you will really find a lot of value in talking about how you can incorporate this into your own lives, either before you go to prison, while you're in prison, once you get released from prison. It's a great service. It's a great benefit. You can help people in the process. And there's so many other individuals out there trying to do this right now, and they're just doing it wrong. And so I was so impressed when I met this guy, and I've seen his reviews. I've seen his ratings. He's got great customer retention. He's got happy customers, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to be discussing that on Thursday. So make sure you check out the link. I'll probably post something on Facebook, on Instagram as well. So don't forget, it's going to be Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Other than that, how is everybody else doing on this awesome Tuesday afternoon? It's still hot here in South Florida. I'm not missing Spokane, Washington at all. This time last year, I was freezing, probably shoveling my driveway or mother effing my driveway because I had to go shovel it and salt it. You don't have to do that. This is how you get to dress all year round here in sunny South Florida. As you guys saw, I was on the Intercoastal this morning and I could not get reception. Then it started raining. But walking around with all that misfortune, I did find a crispy dollar bill laying on the ground. So that's a good luck dollar bill. Whenever I find money, I try not to spend it. It's a superstition in me. It's good luck. Or maybe I'll throw it on the ground and let somebody else find it. But yeah, wish it was more, but I'll take a free dollar. So who else is joining us? I know it's midday. Most of you are at work or you're not used to me streaming this earlier in the day. So hopefully you guys will watch this stream on the replay. Catch it on the replay on the flip side, guys. But Thursday, I keep saying Tuesday. Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be having a gentleman by the name of Matt. He's going to be joining us. You guys are going to like him. He's very charismatic. He's got a great personality. He's lively. He's a good fit for the channel. And I'm so excited to be able to promote this because for so many years and months, I've been getting calls and emails about what can I do having a felony on my record? Am I employable? Who's going to consider hiring me? All of these fears that you guys have, and that's a legitimate fear. It's a real concern to what you're going to go do after this ends. And remember, when you get out of prison and you go into the halfway house, it doesn't all of a sudden get easier then. You know, you got hurdles in the halfway house. You've got to deal with case managers there. You got to deal with rules and regulations and limits. You're under a microscope, and then you finish that, you go to home confinement, and you finally segue into supervised release or your probation, and you still got to deal with rules and regulations. So there may be additional obstacles that somebody's going to have to deal with, but I promise you that if you're willing to put in time, the effort, you put in the hard work now, and you prepare for all of these obstacles later on, it's going to make your journey that much easier. There's no magic wand, there's no special pill, there's no guarantees in life, there's no guarantee you're going to get into RDAP, there's no guarantee you're going to get additional halfway house, there's no guarantees to any of this. There's no guarantees that the judge is going to give you a reduced sentence because you've done everything that you could have done. But what you will guarantee yourself is if you have the right mindset, you're going to sleep better at night, you're going to know that you put in the work, you're going to know that you put in the effort, and if you're staring at that bunk and you're looking at it, you're not going to wonder what could you have done differently if you had prepared better. That's what this whole channel has been about from day one to where we are right now, is preparation for the unknown, putting yourself in the best possible situation to create the best possible outcome. Whether that mean the best prison, whether that mean getting probation, whether that mean qualifying for RDAP, getting additional halfway house time, finding a career after prison. This is something very new that we get to introduce to the channel, is introducing you all to job opportunities, career-minded, and this can be a part-time job or this can be a full-blown career. The gentleman you're going to meet on Thursday, Matt, he walked away from a $200,000 a year plus salary to do this. And it took him a little over 8 months to build his business, and that was from building it from scratch. So what he's prepared for you guys is a business in a box to where it's completely turnkey. He's figured everything out and what you need to do to start making money immediately with it. But more importantly, something you can be proud of, something you don't need to worry about. It's going to cause you more problems down the road, something that's not going to get you involved in any type of a federal indictment. You don't need to look over your shoulder. And if you do the job right and you do it with ethics, just like anything, you can take the best idea, the best thought process, and you can ruin that with bad ethics, wanting to skip your way to the top, not wanting to put in the work and effort. And we all know where that gets you, right back in a federal prison, a federal indictment or a conspiracy. What's going on, Miss Lugo, one of our awesome clients from Puerto Rico? All right. I just met with a Puerto Rican client this morning, Miss Lugo. I actually should have called you. I could have used your help. He was on his way up to Miami to go meet his son, and he had a lot of questions, and he lives in Orlando, so I was able to meet him as he drove through past 95. Spent about an hour with him, took him, his wife, and his brother-in-law to breakfast. Really got to get a feel. It's so nice when you get to meet the individuals that you're dealing with, when you get to put a face-to-face over the phone, Facebook, YouTube. This is as personal as that's going to get for a lot of you because, you know, the distance between us. But from time to time, I've had these awesome opportunities of meeting my clients, and it really is like meeting an extended member of your family because you've developed this relationship over the course of time. And Lugo, we talk all the time. I know that I know that you're super stressed and you're going through a lot. I know you just had a conversation with your attorney, so I can't wait to talk to you after this video and find out what's going on so we can prepare for the next step for you. Michael Dunn, what's going on, Dan? Pleasure watching you. Michael Dunn, welcome, welcome. I don't recognize the name, so if this is your first time or you've maybe caught some other of our videos, welcome. And if this is not your first time, then welcome back. Guys, don't forget, take this moment. This is where you want to subscribe. You want to make sure you hit the like button. There's a little thumbs up. Just look for the little guy. He's got a thumbs up somewhere on your screen, whether it's on your phone or your computer, and hit the thumbs up. Leave us a comment. Let us know what kind of content you want to hear about. If you've got some great career opportunities for individuals, business opportunities, things that you know that work, things that are legit. That's the big thing, is I get people calling me all the time saying, hey, push this on your channel. And when you look into it, it's like some kind of crazy pyramid scam or get rich quick scam. There's nothing wrong with getting rich quick, but if it sounds too good to be true, it just might be. And that's what got me in prison to begin with, is thinking things were too good to be true and believing it and not looking before I leaped, not paying attention to red flags, not listening to little voices. You have the little guy on your shoulder here and the little guy on your shoulder here, and you tend to flick the wrong one off your shoulder and listen to the one that tends to benefit you in that moment. And sometimes what benefits you in the moment is not what's going to benefit you long term. I'm amped up on coffee. I'm getting over a cold. I think I'm getting over a cold. I'm like 3 days into it, and I just feel wiped, exhausted. So I'm going to drink this coffee. I'm going to talk to a couple clients. I'm going to take some PM medicine. I'm going to go night-night early to bed for RDAP Dan. So, hi there. My boyfriend Joaquin is in Beaumont, Texas at the camp. He is still waiting to be put into RDAP, but wanted me to ask you, what are the steps to get a full year of halfway house and 10% of sentence? So, home confinement and halfway house are combined. So the most he's going to get is a year of halfway house. And within that year of halfway house, he can do 10% of his sentence on home confinement. So you're not going to do 12 months in a halfway house plus 10% of your sentence on home confinement. That'd be more than a year. So for example, if his sentence was 60 months and he got a year of halfway house, he would serve 6 months in the halfway house, and then 10% of his 60-month sentence would be 6 months. He would do the last 6 months of the halfway house on home confinement, if that makes sense to you. If his sentence was 36 months and he got a year halfway house, he's only going to do, out of that year halfway house, he's going to do 3.5 months of that on home confinement. The steps, it's more involved than just a quick explanation. What I would say, here, let me put a link here for you. Here is a link to book a free consultation, and I can go over the steps with you on a consultation as to what we might be able to do to increase the outlook of how much halfway house time he can get. There's a lot of valid variations and different moving parts that make up why somebody can get max halfway house. Has a lot to do with the case manager, unit team, the halfway house that he's going to go to, his conduct while he was in prison, the crime that he committed, priors, did he self-surrender. There's a lot of moving parts that create the factors into how much halfway house time somebody can get. And there's also a lot of unfortunate mishaps where case managers have a little bit too much flexibility, too much power, to where they're not following first step, second chance, a lot of these bills that have been put into place to increase the amount of halfway house somebody is getting. So our job is to increase the outcome, the likelihood, the implementation of how you're asking for it to make sure that you have the best chance at receiving max halfway house. So book a consultation. That'd be the best thing I can do to help you cover that topic. Consultation's free, guys. We used to charge for the consultations, and we still do if you want to do like a solid hour and you don't think you need any services, you just want to pick our brain for an hour, then yeah, you'd pay a couple $100 for the consultation. But this is a free 15-minute consultation. We're bringing you a business model that you, as a potential convicted felon, going to prison, getting out of prison, you can have this business, run this business, make a very successful, lucrative income, having the financial freedom that you desire without the problems of worrying about what you're going to do next. And this might be a stepping stone into something different, but the point is we want to bring you guys ideas of what you can do so you don't have to sit here and think that you're going to have to resort to flipping burgers. Not that there's anything wrong with flipping burgers. When I go to a fast food joint, which I do, RDAP Dan does enjoy his double quarter pounder with cheese, large fry, Coca-Cola, and barbecue sauce at like 3 a.m. Absolutely tasty. I value the individuals that do that job. It's a hard job. It's not an easy job. It doesn't pay great, but it's not easy to sit there and serve somebody food all day long that's probably not appreciative. So no disrespect against anybody out there doing the jobs that somebody else doesn't want to do. Those people make the world turn, right? But for those of you that don't want to do that job, and those of you that do want a financial freedom, and you're looking for more than a basic minimum wage type of an hour job, you want a career that can make 6 figures or more per year, this is an opportunity for you. I'm so excited to bring this to you guys. Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The gentleman's name is Matt. Like I said, you're going to love him. I love him, and I don't like to bring people on the channel that are downers or boring, and he really does get the concept of what we're trying to do here. He came highly recommended from a very good friend of mine, Casey Cochran, who owns Fit Food Fresh out of Boca Raton, Florida. If you're living in the South Florida area and you want some healthy meals, go check out fitfoodfresh.com. They should sponsor my channel. Just saying. You'll book the consultation. Awesome. Book that consultation and we can chat you up a little bit and see what we can do for you. All right, guys, that's all this video is about today. It's just going to be a reminder video. Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll make sure I post the link. I'll send you guys out. You're going to get a text message link if you're on the text message notifications. So if you haven't sent the word YouTube, if you have not texted the word YouTube to 76626 yet, do that now. That way you'll make sure not to miss the notification. If you don't see the live notification pop up on your phone, you'll at least get a text message with the link. That's all you got to do is click on it. It'll bring you right into the video. I usually release that anywhere between 30 minutes and 10 minutes before we go live, just to kind of last minute reminder. I know everybody's busy or lazy. Either way, we want to make this dummy proof for you so you don't miss this video, because it is probably up there in the top 10 number one questions we constantly get, or what can I do with myself after prison? I've always ran my own business. I've never really worked for anybody, or I have a conviction on my record now, and who's going to hire a felon? There's so many entrepreneurs out there and self-made millionaires that came across that very same struggle as you and realized the best course of action for them was entrepreneurship. And it might be the best course of action for you. Many of you might be saying, but I don't know where to start. I don't know how to start a business. What type of business should I start? What type of business can make me and yield me the type of financial freedom I need to provide the type of life that I want and deserve and want to give to my family? That's what we got coming up for you on Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys, I'm RDAP Dan, Federal Prison Time Consulting. I love every single one of you. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Please, if you haven't done so, give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace.